Hello and welcome to my first tutorial on how you can make your own card game on my homepage that I'm working on, TonesOfTales. My name is Ola Harstedt and I'm gonna do this quite quick tutorial on how to make a card game called Markus. It's a very simple one. Each player picks a card each turn, and the player who gets Jack of Spades is either the loser or the winner, depending on, well, how you play. So this is the first homepage, and we're going to log in. This is a security exception you have to make. It's totally harmless, just a notification that I'm using my own certificate. Okay, so let's see. You can either make a game or play a game. We will make a game. So this is what it looks like. You can make your own deck if you want to, and add cards with your own images, title and descriptive text. I've already made a standard deck. It's this ordinary deck you play cards with. So I'm going to add this to my game. Let's see. The name, Markus tutorial, description, quick basic, max players 5, minimum 1. I can play this with myself if I want to. Player slots. We need only one player slot. The player slot is slots of cards which the player can have in front of them, and we will only use one. And table slots will also be 1. That's for the deck will be placed, and we'll not make this public for start, since it's only a tutorial, etc. Alright. Obviously I've already made this. Let's see. So, there we go. Game added. I will give you some brief introduction to the basic data structures. If you go to documentation and API, you will see a lot of information here. The basic data structures present in the game is a card, deck and player. You will script the card in the language Lua, which you might know of. It's common and used in, for example, World of Warcraft. It's very similar to JavaScript, so if you know JavaScript, it will be very easy to pick up Lua. Now when we have our game, we need to add a deck to the game. We can see this public deck, there's one only. It's called standard deck, and it's the standard deck. So we'll add this to our game. Everything okay so far. Right, so that's all we need. We will now go into Lua and do some scripting. So we can now do, for example, we'd like to shuffle the game and set values. The shuffle just shuffles the deck as expected. Set values is only working for the standard deck, and it sets values for the suits and for the values of the cards, like 11 for Jack, 12 for Queen, etc. we want to place the deck on the table. So we use the global variable table slots, and then we can update the table, which will show the modifications to the player. You can either press Ctrl S to save, and there's a button at the it's a button at the bottom of the page too. So now we can try this. We'll go to home again, play game. We'll create a new session from our game, of course, the second one, and enable the debug tools. And as soon as our name appears here, I really hope it does. It did not. Takes that, run later. Okay. Okay, let's see. Create game session. You have to wait a few seconds before the WebSocket server is started. And when your name appears here, it's okay to go. So this is what it looks like. We have one slot here, player slot, obviously empty, and one slot at the table with our deck on it. You can't do anything, there's no menus or anything, so we will add this. So we need an action. Let's just call it action 1. You must assign a unique ID to the action. Let's check, I have to check my documentation. Action type, pick card. Players will be all players. So we're assigning the field players to the global variable players, which contains everybody. Target is where we want to place the action, in this case our deck. Target IDs is an array of IDs. Menu text, oh sorry, we just pick card. Great, so now we can add the action. Oops. So when you want to try again, just reload. No action name specified, alright. Oh, it should be name instead of type. Perhaps I should change that. There you go, pick card. Great. So now we want something to happen when we pick up the card, so we will use this callback function. By the way, you can have full screen if you press F11 and escape it with escape. Okay. Let's remove the top card. From the deck. We want to show the card, so we need to change it facing to up. It's down as default, and then we will insert the card at player slots. Or will we? This might not work. Let's do it like this. Did I forget to save? Perhaps I did. Still nothing is happening. Let's update the player slots. Hope that's helping. Ah, there you go. This icon is for player slots, so it's meant to, well, it's a table, so you get it. Okay, so if you play Jack of Spades, you will lose. Let's check that. If card value equals to 11 and spades, then game over. And we might want to say something in the chat as well. Like that. Aha, so we have exceptions and stuff. Let's see. On pickup all, he would say the name of the buffer or the actual script. So line 7, obviously some kind of syntactic error. Yeah, you can't assign in if. You have to, well, you know what it means. Ah, there we go. I lost. Okay, I'm just going to show you quick how this looks with another player as well. So here I'm already logged in, and we will join existing session. That's not what we want. Let's see. Ah, yeah. Okay. So the guy who created the session, he can start the game. And there you go. That's not good. Forgot one thing. Must end the turn as well. Start the game, and now we can. Ah, you see the turn is changing. Oh, already. Okay, so there you go. Very, very simple game. I will show a little bit more complicated game next time, Casino, if you know it. So that's it. Okay. Thanks for listening. Bye.